So far in the past 4 months, we've nearly doubled, if not tripled, in size in 4 months. We're probably hitting close to the $1 million mark now a year. That's total. So we're probably profiting 500,000 a year.
Hey guys, we're back with Brian. There's been so many changes that's happened in between our first interview, which was maybe like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, I think it was February, March.
And what are we now? We're July. So that's like 4 months ago. The first thing that
Yeah,
I noticed, you used to be in the kitchen table. Now you got a full office
I've
setup
got a
going
full
on.
office.
Firstly, I'd love to hear the revenue changes if you have any like numbers around that, and then what other expansions you guys have gone through.
So far in the past 4 months, we've nearly doubled, if not tripled, in size in 4 months. Success rate from calls coming through is anywhere between 90 to 100%. We get the odd one or two that's not saying yes, but you can't win them all. We're probably hitting close to the $1 million mark now a year. That's total. So we're probably profiting 500,000 a year.
That's hectic. Yeah. Did you ever envision this when you got
Oh, hell
when you
no.
got that
Hell
initial?
no. I think last time we spoke was I was looking at running the landscape trailer. That's oh, no way. We can't even look at that.
I don't know if you remember the very first phone call you had with me when we signed you on, yeah, and then you were like, "Oh, what if I don't make money from this?" Do you remember that?
Yes, 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 yes,
I
yes,
was like, you know what? I'll give you
yes,
a full refund if you don't make any money. Full refund.
yeah.
Part of the reason why you're successful is you just mentioning it like just now, right? You're doing 90 to 100% like close rate, and it's not like your margins are low. It's not like you're working for nothing. You're actually making good money, and
Yeah, that's right.
so
That's right.
it's obviously a testament to whatever you guys are doing too, because usually a good amount would be maybe 30 to 50.
I used to send
Over.
off today.
Yeah. That's just for today.
That's just today that I've got to get sent off.
For people watching at home, the only reason why Brian's here is because it's raining today. So this is the only reason why we've been able to
That's
get
right.
it
That's
during
right.
daylight. Otherwise, this would have had to be at what, like 6, 7
It's
p.m.
like normally we have
Yeah.
between 6 and 8.
Mate, so obviously the revenue is really nice to hear, but like I think the biggest thing that I hear time and time again is from the business owner side, people don't want to take on more quotes because they think they don't need it, firstly. And they say that I've tried expanding in the past, but it's too difficult. You can't have multiple crews. Not saying you can't, but they're saying that it's really hard to keep the boys on and things like that. In terms of someone wanting to get that to that next level, what would you give them in terms of advice?
Look, there's so many avenues to do it. Like I'm running two trailers full time, some if not 7 days a week, some weeks. It is really easy to manage two, maybe three trailers at a time. It's just you have to step back. You have to watch what they're all doing. Make sure you're happy with what they are doing. If you can put trust into your workers and the trust comes back, you're going to be successful. Doesn't matter what you do. But the main thing is you have to step back and watch. You can't be the only person.
It's the same in my business, which is there's still that tendency to want to do it right. Did you have any growing pains when it came to, because this is very, very rapid, right?
We've had a lot of teething issues, but if you don't keep pushing, push through, you're going to take 20 steps back.
You don't really have a choice. Yeah, you
That's
kind
right.
of have
That's right.
to.
If you don't want to go forward, you might
Yeah.
as well say goodbye.
Have you found it hard to find people to work with?
It has been hard, but you might go through 10 to get one. You've got to stick to it. I reckon the best thing I ever did was got people that had no idea.
Yeah.
Train them the way you want, because that's
You
all they
nailed
know.
it.
I've got concreters, I've got bricklayers, I've got carpentry guys that all come from building industries but haven't done what we do.
Has it been difficult to train?
At the end of the day, for the past few guys that we've put on, with within 1 2 days, you know that person's going to be good or that person's going to be no good. And it is so easy, so quick. Like I might run three new people one day and you might pick one out of them. Some people aren't screwed on like a lot of other people,
Yeah.
like in like no that you can't just think about the job that you're doing now. It's what's going to affect in about 2 hours' time. What's this problem going to get when you get down further?
Cool. Well, mate, I think those are the biggest things that I really wanted to address. Like, obviously, your success, as well as I think there's just so many people that they want to expand, they want to do all these things, but every time it happens, they just give up because it's like, oh, I've tried that. I've tried that. Maybe they haven't even tried that many times, but those pains, oh, I just paid, for this guy to work for a week and then just didn't work out. Is there anything else that you would like to share, or you feel like that's the main thing?
It's basically good quality workers, someone that will show up every day, someone that's screwed on, that is good. And they are hard to come by, and you have to have patience.
And what about maintaining like your crew? Have you had any issues in terms of turnover, like people wise, or?
No, no.
Yeah.
We have work meetings every week. We'll throw a barbecue on, or we'll go to the pub and we'll have dinner on a Friday night, and just outside of work, get all the boys together, get them all interacting and things like that. So we don't have any dramas at work. Everyone's great with each other. Everyone are good friends. So everyone knows that when it's work's work, home's home. It's been great. Haven't had any problems. We've got a really great team.
I also remember one of your goals that you had before was to help people get more work and just be able to make a bit more money and not have to worry about things like rent and things like that. And it really feels like you're actually fulfilling that. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we're looking at putting on night staff. So it's starting to get really busy. So we've got 3 big estates. Well, tell me.
Hey.
Yeah,
Just got back from quotes.
Yeah, I know. We were on the phone about half an hour. Yeah. Called Brian's old number. So Brian doesn't even have his old phone anymore because there's just too many calls going.
It's just the work phone now. I can't even have
it's-
it. It just calls too much.
So Hervey Bay now is probably one of our biggest sections compared to Bundy. So there's almost a total of 9 estates being built in Hervey Bay, new estates. So it's quite big. It has taken a little while from the moment we did take on Hervey Bay to grow where we are now.
Yeah.
Took at least a month or two, 4 to 8 weeks, I believe, where we sending quotes off. There was not a lot happening, and then bam, that was it. It just went from there to there in probably a week or two. So yeah, Hervey Bay quotes per day, I'm doing between 8 and 9 quotes. So it's doing really well. We do hit our hurdles.
Yeah, that's right. We do hit the
jobs,
hurdles.
but it's all about communication between me and Brian, training, giving everyone a go, whether they're not the whole best, but they have a good work ethic. As long as they can listen and communicate with us, we will always give anyone an opportunity.
And we do not advertise.
And we do not advertise.
We do not
you are the only
advertise.
person we use and have.
Do everything for us. People
Yeah.
are crazy if they don't take the opportunity.
Yeah. The
But not
reviews are
everyone
amazing
wants to
too.
work. You guys are doing things very differently from most people. And I think that's where, like, you just really sound like you know the business side a lot better.
To become successful, you've got to put yourself inside that shoe. It won't happen overnight. You have to have patience. You have to build it. You have to get reviews. I'm all about reviews. It's the bond you get with the customers, like the quality that they produce. If that was your things, would you pay for it?
100%. I got one
Yeah.
last question for you guys. One last question, yeah. So when are you guys gonna have a break? Do you guys?
We are going on a cruise
you
this weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend we go on our cruise. We've had it booked in that we're actually going as a family. We're going to Sydney to go on the carnival. We're going to do the Christmas in July.
Awesome. How long's that for? Is that for a week or? And then,
We can't have any more than
back
that
to
off.
business. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. That's all I've got. Yeah, it's awesome to have Trudy on as well, just to kind of see the other side of it as well.
Yeah. And we have Mum over the back.
Yeah.
Mum's gonna be in the next one, yeah.
She's been in here for
How
4
about you?
months now, helping me because I'm running so behind in here because
Yeah.
I am out quoting.
Well, I'll let you go then. Have a good trip, yeah. Enjoy your break. Savor those 4 days.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, we'll catch up. Looking forward to see what happens at the end of the year.